Hey guys, Portia here, and today I want to share with you all a really easy design that you could use with either Sublimation DTF or even HTV. You'll be able to place it on things like t-shirts or hoodies or even a tote bag. The design will be completely customizable and you can place it wherever you want, however you want. Now we will be using Canva as our creative space, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Alrighty guys, this particular design is going to be comprised of 4 words and 1 element. So the first word is built, and then we're gonna say bye. Oops, move that over. Once again, black. And then the last word will be history. All right, so I'm gonna arrange these words. It's gonna end up something a little like this. Can move it to the center here. Now, I love playing with different fonts because I believe it gives designs character. So that is what I'm going to do. We're going to change each word here to a different font. So we're going to highlight built, and the font that I want to use for this, it should be over here. I thought it was in my recents. Oh, here it is. It's called Earwig Factory. The font that I want to use for buy is called Palalabas. Don't know why they named it that, but Palalabas Condensed. In black, we are going to use a text called Placard. Next, Compressed. And then history, we are going to use the text called Autography. And I think I want this to be capital. So let's go ahead and make that capital. And then history, it's going to be a capital H. Alrighty, so now let's organize our fonts a little bit better. And I want history to kind of nestle under the word black. And I'm wondering if I have the right font here, guys, because I think in my original design, this was a little thinner. And I think buy is supposed to be, I'm not sure. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out, guys. All right, so this is the main components of our design. And I want to come in here and kind of finish off the frame. So you have built over here to the left, and then we have like this blank space. We have buy all the way up here, and then we have a blank space. So in order to complete our frame here, is what I'm going to call it, I am going to search for, it's called brush stroke. And illustration. I thought it was going to auto-populate, but it did not. All right, and this is the one that I'm looking for. We're going to go ahead and place that right here. And so I don't really want it so big there, so we're going to go here or either built. Move that down a little bit. Bring that up. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate our brush stroke because I wanted to complete our frame over here. All right, guys, and this is pretty much the design. And now, the next piece that really comes in is with how you'd like to arrange your colors. So let's make this super big. Bring it to the middle. And I want to start by making built red. I'll make this brush stroke green. Let that stay there for now. But the L I want to be red. Leave that black. This can be green. I'm going to make history green and make this red. All right, so that is completely, so you can go straight with one color for everything and like put it on a white substrate or a white blank, or we can put it on black. So let's see how this would look on black. So we would be essentially changing the background to black to give us an idea of what it would look like on a black shirt. But we're not quite ready to do that because, as you see, our black letters pretty much disappeared. So let's change that back to white. And in order to get our black to stand out, we're going to go ahead and outline it with white. And I'm going to bring that thickness down to about 20. And the same thing with this other word here. Go back to effects, outline, make it white, and we're going to bring the thickness down to about 20. There we go. And now we can go ahead and change this background to black. And this is what this will look like on a black blank. And I think that looks pretty good, guys. So as I mentioned, you can pretty much customize this design to your liking. So if you scroll down here, I have done just that. So this just gives you an idea of how you can switch things up. You know, of course, you can switch out all the fonts as you wish, but you could pretty much play with color to give it a different vibe as well. I don't know, I like to look at these designs a little bit bigger, like to give me a better idea how they would look on a shirt. You can also bring in a mock shirt to give you that idea, but I just like to play with the background colors. Once again, here I changed the history, and the name of this script is called Chopin script. And with this one, I even came in and did something a bit different. So instead of using the letter A, we used the fist, and this just brought in a different element and gave it a little bit more visual interest. So we did play with the colors here. We switched out the A and used the fist, and then history is a different font altogether. I really love fonts that looked scratched, a little bit distressed, because I feel like it too adds character to the design. Now this may not be, once we bring in like the history that looks like this may not be the best font for HTV, because like who wants to weave that, but it still would work for DTF or even Sublimation. And with this, all you have to do, I think I searched, let's go to info here. So we'll go to info, and this gives us the name of the element. And if you don't like this one, you can say see more like this, and then you'll be able to pick out other things that, you know, might work for your particular design. But guys, this is all I have for you today. I just wanted to share with you all a really quick, really easy Black history design that you could put nearly anywhere. If you have any questions or concerns, emotional outbursts, let me know. If you found this video helpful or just plain old entertaining, could you go ahead and give it a like? But guys, stay colorful, stay creative, and always find joy in the little things you do. Until next time, peace.